Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video on competitive multiplayer with Daggerwin. Right, so July we're harvesting again. It's lots and lots of harvesting to do today. This is going to be a flat out episode, as usual. It seems to be now, but yeah, with the harvesting it's going to be very busy. So let's get straight into it straight away today and make a start on this harvesting. If I can get into the field, of course. It's a bit of a tight one this one, but it's okay, not too bad. We're in, so let's make a start. Let's get the header unfolded. And we will get the helper going on this straight away. And the header is unfolded, so well, actually I've started the helper now. Hopefully it will go. Probably will get stuck actually here at this point. Yeah, it's on the gate. Okay, let's cancel that. Let's get a bit further into the field before we set the helper going. Right, okay, that's the header down. I will just get a bit into the field just so it hopefully doesn't reverse into the gate. And then I will then start the helper and see what happens. Still has to always reverse. Whenever you start the helper, it always has to reverse first. But yeah, because I got far enough in, then it didn't hit the gate. That's good. And now it should go around the field without an issue, hopefully. So yeah, we'll leave that going. That's the oat field started. But I'll show you what else we've got to do. Straight away, we've got the oats. We've got these two canola fields, and we've got these two oat fields over here as well. So quite a bit to do. The other fields are not ready yet. The wheat is almost ready. Field 71. It's not too far off being ready. 73 is quite a bit further away. That's sunflowers, so 16. And then there's 86 as well, which is almost ready. That's sorghum. So yeah, loads and loads to do. But yeah, the helper will be useful because I can get on with things while I do other jobs. One of which being the baling. So we will need a trailer. But these oats are probably going to go into the mills for processing into flour, I would think. Do have to be a bit careful though not to make too much flour because we won't have time to process it all necessarily before the end of the series. We probably will do at this stage, but there will be a point where we won't, so I do have to be a bit careful with that. Just thinking, now I will keep this on the trailer I think, and I'll use the Massey Ferguson probably to do the baling. I actually have no idea where the baler is at the moment. Here's the Massey Ferguson though. We should have enough wood in both sawmills to keep them running for a bit. Let's just double check the sawmills. Well, they've got some wood in them. They do get through it really fast though. It's a bit scary how fast they do go through it all. It's very hard to keep on top of it. I don't have a clue how Daggerwin is keeping on top of his now. He's got so many sawmills running. But yeah, I'm trying my best to keep on top of mine. Quite a lot of goat's milk in the dairy, so we'll leave that for now. I don't want that to end the series with too much in there because we'll lose it. Plenty of planks. Oh dear, I've lost connection now. Anyway, right, I'm back. So we will get the baler on the Massey Ferguson, and we will start the baling today. So I need to go and locate it first. I have no idea where it is at the moment, but I think it must be in the yard. So I'll head back up that direction and try and locate it, and then we'll get a start on the baling. So we've got the big field 17 to bale first of all, and then we'll be baling in this field after the combine has done with the oat harvest. That will take a bit of time, so yeah, we've got plenty of time to get this one baled, but I would like to get all of the baling done as quickly as possible so I can get on with other things. We'll move on to the canola I think after we've done that one oat field, because we'll do all the fields in this area of the farm before we move to a different area. Oh yeah, I remember where it is now. It's around the back here. I can't remember why I put it there, but that's where it is. Yeah, it's here. So the mill is running. That's doing flour. That's going straight into the bakery still. But again, I don't want to get to the stage where there's too much flour in the bakery, because then we will lose it. If we have to sell the bakery at the end of the series and there's still lots of flour in there, we will lose that flour. So what I need to try and do is time it so that the bakery runs out of flour, or is about to run out of flour, around the time that we end the series. That is easier said than done. So it'll be a case of planning roughly it'll be roughly March time I think. I want to aim to have no flour left in the bakery. But yeah, it's going to be hard to do that. Just need to remember to keep an eye on that and make sure it's not got too much flour in when we get to later in the year. And in July at the moment we're fine at the moment. It should be quite a few months yet before we need to start thinking about that, hopefully. It just depends how fast the bakery gets through the flour. Anyway, here we are at the field that I want to bale, so we'll get unfolded and switch it on. And yeah, I'm going to make a start on baling this field, and I'll also keep an eye on the combine to make sure that doesn't run out of, or get full, sorry, and not move. Is it moving? Yeah, I think it's still working. It's on still the first lap of the Heaven, so it seems to be taking a while. What I was going to do is set this up so that it's I don't have to steer as much. I need to know the width of the combine though. I think is it 7.8 meters? Oh, I was on the wrong thing. It needs to be on steering assistance. I think it's around 7.8 meters, but I will double check that. I'll just OK that, and then yeah, we need to check the combine's working width, which is in headers somewhere. There we go, grain headers, and then it's the biggest of the folding headers, 7.2, okay, 7.2 meters, so that's not quite right. Let's go back to this, 7.2, and then that should hopefully mean that I don't have to keep steering it. It will just basically follow its route, and I'll just monitor it. So there we go, press that, got cruise control on, and yeah, let's get this field baled. As you saw there, we have finished the first oat field. Now we're moving on to the canola field. Combine is currently working in this field now, so I'll leave that to get on with it. Hopefully the trailer won't be in the way here, but it probably will, so I'll probably have to move this at some point. But yeah, that's where I'm going to leave it for now. And I've taken the oats to the other mill over there for processing into flour for the bakery. So I will now continue with my baling, which is going to be seems to be going to take most of the episode, I think. So we've got the rest of this field to do, and then we're going to move on to the other field that we've just harvested, the oat field. And there are two more oat fields as well after that, as I showed at the start of the episode over here, these two. And that's it, I think. Actually, the sorghum won't have any straw. Oh no, the wheat field will have straw. So yeah, we'll have that field to bale as well. So yeah, we're going to have quite a few bales to deal with over the winter, but luckily we're going to be quite short, well, have quite a bit of time because we're not going to be re-drilling any of the fields as far as I know. So yeah, this will be the final harvest, so that will save quite a bit of time for me to focus on loading the sawmills, loading pallets from the sawmills, and sorting the bales and stuff. Quite a few people are requesting that I buy some more grass fields to do more silage, and I might do that if I have time. As you can see though, it's quite difficult to manage everything. There's quite a lot to do. I know you can get a helper to do the mowing and stuff, although I would still need to do the baling myself and the wrapping, but I could get a baler to do some mowing. A helper to do some mowing for me and I do the baling. Yeah, so I might do that, but yeah, it's just, I also need a spare tractor to do that as well. We'd need one of the big tractors on that. I suppose I could use the Fendt for it, because the Fendt, it doesn't need such a big tractor on the grain trailer at the moment. The Kubota would pull the grain trailer no problem. Just that the Fendt's a bit quicker on the road if you're doing longer distance carting, which we will be doing from some of the fields coming up. So yeah, I don't know. We might do. It might be a good idea to get some more silage done. But again, it's just finding time to sell the silage as well. The bales probably are fermented now and they should be sold. But I haven't got time to do that at the moment because I'm busy with the baling. And I actually don't have an auto stacker. I probably should buy an auto stacker, or lease one. I think it is under 100,000, so we might be able to lease that, just to save us money. But the auto stacker will be needed quite a lot over the next few months because of having to sell the straw in the winter and the silage, well, whenever. We can sell the silage pretty much whenever. But yeah, it's might be worth. It's difficult to know at this stage. It's difficult to know whether it's whether it's better to buy it or to lease it. I don't actually know. I don't know what would work out cheaper. If I was keeping it for more than a few months, it probably is cheaper to buy it. But I don't know. I haven't done the calculations on that. I don't know whether that would be cheaper or not. Anyway, we've done that field, so I'm going to now move on to the next one, and also keep an eye on the combine, try and remember to get that unloaded when it gets full. So I'll continue with the baling now. That's the baling done for the time being, until we move on to the next fields. But in the meantime, yeah, let's just go back to what people were saying in the comments and about buying a field of grass to mow for silage. I think my fields are actually pretty ready to mow again by the looks of things, but they have still got bales in them, so I can't really do that right now. So I could either collect up my silage bales to sell them, or get another field mowed. I have got the mower on lease at the moment. I'm thinking it's not a very good soil site, but for grass it probably doesn't matter too much. So it's 210,000, not that expensive really, considering how much I've got in the bank. I could just get the help of mowing that field, and then I can come back with the baler and get all that baled up for silage, and then wrap that and sell it probably when I'm a bit quieter, with not so much harvesting going on. So I'm going to buy field 20. I think it was 22 people mentioned because it's quite close by and it's quite a big field, even though the soil type's not amazing. 41 is a slightly better soil type, slightly. What's this one like? 52? No, that's not great either. That's a big field though. Yeah, I don't want to spend ages deciding on a field. This one is certainly the biggest in the nearby area, so I'll probably go with 22. That's going to be a big job though, wrapping and moving all those bales. Definitely will need an auto stacker for that. But let's buy it. We're not going to lose money on a field. That's one way of looking at it. That's what people were saying. Well, I knew anyway that you don't lose money on fields, but yeah, that's a good point that for doing this, I'm not going to lose any money really. The only thing it's going to cost me is time and a bit of diesel and helper fees. But yeah, it's pretty much free, pretty sort of, to do. I don't have to drill anything, the field is already growing, so yeah, that's one way of looking at it. And I will get my full amount of money back when I come to sell the field as well. I'm not going to lose any money on the field. So I'm going to get the Matty Ferguson then, going over field 22 with the helper, mowing that. The combine should be nearly ready to unload, I would have thought. It's filling up fairly slowly though, it's only canola, so it's not an amazingly yielding crop. It's quite slow to fill, but it's been a while since I unloaded it, so I will go and check that once I've got this going in field 22 with the mowers. So it's down here somewhere. I don't exactly know how to get into it. I've never been to field 22 before, but I'm sure it's not too hard to find. It's not that one. Ah, is there a gateway here? It's a decent sized field though, isn't it? It's probably my biggest field, and it's a grass field. Okay, yeah, this is the entrance. Well, this is different, I suppose. Although I do have two grass fields, then neither of them are particularly big. So this is certainly going to be my biggest field for grass. So I'll get the mowers unfolded. And need to make sure they're on swath dropping, which they are. And then I'll just press H, and hopefully the helper will go and get this field mowed for me. But this is a big job. This is a big job. So I'm not sure. I don't think we'll get more than one cut of grass off this field before the end of the series probably, but we'll see. We'll see. It's going to take me a long time to bale and to move all the bales and wrap them all as well. It's a lot of work. It's not just the mowing that's a big job, it's the whole process of making silage is a big job. So it's just something that's going to be going in the background. Unfortunately, I do have to do most of it myself though. The only thing that I can get the help to do is mowing. So I'll leave this going for the time being. I'll go back to the combine now. It's on... oh yeah, wow, okay, yeah, we need to rush. It's on 98% full. So I'll get that unloaded. It's probably going to be facing the wrong way though, of course. The auger's going to be into the crop again, as it always seems to be when it gets full. But I'll just have to stop the helper and move it. What I can do actually, because yeah, everything's going on helpers at the moment, what I can do is probably lease or buy the auto stacker next and use the Kubota with that to collect up my current silage bales that I've already made and get them sold. So I'll probably do that once I've got the helper going again on the combine. Just need to decide whether to buy or lease it. I think I'm going to buy it because I think it'll cost more in leasing fees than it will in depreciation for the short amount of time I'm going to own it. That's my thinking. I'm not sure I'm right, but we'll give it a go. I'm going to buy it. £90,000 it is. I'm hoping to get most of that back when I come to sell it again, so I'll get that done now.
Baby, no, I don't wanna go. You know how much I hate sleeping alone. I can never make it on my own. Tell me what I'm gonna do. Tell me how I'm gonna live my life without you. Yeah, tell me why we don't make sense. Tell me how I'm gonna get through. I don't wanna take another life without you. Yeah, tell me why we don't make sense. Do I ever let go? Let go of the days I wish we had. Stop crying own. Tell me what I'm gonna do. Tell me how I'm gonna live my life without you. Yeah, tell me why we don't make sense. Tell me how I'm gonna get through. I don't wanna take another life without you. Yeah, tell me why we don't make sense. You, oh you, I keep wishing we'll end up together. You, oh you, I keep wishing Tell me what I'm gonna do. Tell me how I'm gonna live my life without you. Yeah, tell me why we don't make sense. Tell me what I'm gonna do. Tell me how I'm gonna live my life without you. Yeah, tell me why we don't make sense. Tell me how I'm gonna get through. I don't wanna take another life without you. Yeah, tell me why we don't make sense.
Here we are at the next field, which is another oat field, so I'm going to get the helper to get this started again, and you'll have seen there I sold the first load of silage bales and got 35.2 thousand, I think it was in total, for them at the sell point that I went to. Just had an idea though about doing a bit of an experiment, because the prices are all very similar for silage. Just show you what I mean on here. So silage, there we go. I sold it at this sell point here, £373 for 1,000 litres. The other sell point, this one here, doesn't give an environmental score award though, or it doesn't show it when you sell. Slightly better price, so what we should get if we sell there, a full load just like we did last time, is just slightly more than 35.2 thousand. So it'll be very interesting to see whether or not that works. See if people are right about the fact that it gives you a bonus amount of money at that sell point. I'd be interested to try it out just to see what it does give you in comparison to a sell point that does give you an environmental score award, because that's what I got to make a total of about 35,000, I think it was. Yeah, that was going to be a bit of fun just to try out and see whether I can get more or less at that sell point. So I'm going to do that in a second, but first of all I need to get this load of canola dropped off at the mill, which of course I've just turned the wrong way. I'm going to the wrong mill. I'll do it at the other mill where the other canola is already at, I think, just to keep it easier rather than having different pallets all over the place. Because not that much canola to do this year. That was all of the pallets there, all of the canola, sorry, from those two fields. That's all we've got. So yeah, now they're done, that's all of the canola. There's no more to do. So yeah, that makes sense to put it all in the same mill. So I'm going to get on with that now, and we'll get another load of silage loaded up when I've done this, and see if we can get more or less than 35.2 thousand at that sell point. Okay, so this is going to be interesting. So we got 35.2 thousand, I think, 35,200 roughly in the other one. Obviously it doesn't matter about £100 or so, but yeah, just be interesting to see if this is more or less than the other sell point. Be very interesting to know. Okay, so 35.38. It's more or less the same then, so it is giving you a bonus, definitely, yeah, because the other one, or at least if it is Maybe it's just that it's not showing up the environmental score reward. Maybe it's just giving the environmental score reward without showing it. I don't understand why. But yeah, that sort of proves it. So it doesn't matter that it doesn't show the environmental score reward, we are still getting a decent price at this one. That's what people were saying. I didn't disbelieve you, I just wanted to prove it myself, really, just to see myself whether or not it would give you a bonus amount of money or not, which it clearly does, or at least it gives you the same. It works out basically about the same as the other one, because the price was slightly higher at that one compared with the other one, but only just, and the price I ended up with was about the same, just slightly higher than the other one. It's, for some reason, it just doesn't show the environmental score reward, but I don't understand why. It's a bit strange, because all the others do. The other one gives you a price, and then it gives you the environmental score reward price on top of that, whereas that one just gives you a single price, even though it is giving you the bonus money as well. It's a bit strange, but anyway, yeah, at least I've proved that for myself now, that you do get a decent price at that sell point as well. Because I wasn't sure 100%, but yeah, now I know. So yes, we will continue. I'll go and get the rest of those silage bales in that other field and get them sold, and then maybe start baling the grass field that we're mowing. It's a big field though. I did just have a quick look to see how the helper was getting on with the mowing, and it's about half done, and it's been going for quite a long time, so it's a big field, and the baling and the wrapping will be slower than that, so and I'll have to do that myself, so it's going to be quite a long time before we get any silage out of that field. But I think it will pay for itself, because we're not going to lose money on the field, like I said, and the silage is worth a decent amount, not a massive amount, but it's still worth a reasonable amount, so certainly won't lose money on that. Helper E's completed. I don't think that's the mowing, I think that must be the combine. Yes, it is. The combine has finished the next oat field. It is the second oat field that we started. So there's one more oat field to do. I'll go and get the helper going with the combine in that field next, and then I'll get these bales moved. Okay, so Daggerwin has just finished, so I'm going to finish there as well. I was hoping to get the combine fully unloaded, but the game happened to just lag at the point when I wasn't sure whether it was going to go forwards or backwards, and I kept going forwards and the combine reversed, so that didn't go too well. But I've manoeuvred around to come to this side, so hopefully we can get it unloaded now, coming back the other way, and then we'll leave it there for today, and hopefully get this finished next time, or maybe even between now and next time, depending on whether or not the helper continues or stops. I should think it will stop, based on what happened last time. Yeah, get this lag again, and it just, yeah, it makes it very difficult. It always seems to lag at the worst possible time. Okay, yes, so let's get this combine unloaded and then I'll finish the game there for today. It was actually unloaded more than I thought. It was about over 4,000 litres, so yeah, it's okay. It had enough room in the tank to get up to the other end of the field and back. Okay, so I think that's pretty much unloaded there. So we will leave it there for today. So I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.